You know that feeling when you're stuck in a mental loop, just replaying a conversation from hours ago? Or maybe you spent like 10 minutes just staring at your closet, completely paralyzed by a simple choice? Well, you are not alone. Today, we're going to dive into the psychology of a mind that, well, it just won't quit.
Seriously, does your mind ever feel like it has way too many tabs open at once? That feeling when you're just trying to focus, but your brain is already 10 steps ahead, exploring every single what-if. It's a mental space a lot of us know all too well.
Now, you might just think you're a really deep or thoughtful person, but psychology shows us something pretty fascinating. This isn't just a personality trait. So often, it's actually a protective mechanism. It's your brain's ancient, hardwired attempt to keep you safe from harm.
So, to really see this protection mechanism in action, let's walk through a day in the life of an overthinking mind. We're going to start right at the beginning with what I like to call the morning prediction game.
Okay, so the day begins. The sun's up, and right away the mind is hit with its first major challenge, the supposedly simple decision of what to wear.
But for this mind, nothing is ever simple, right? The internal monologue just kicks in with incredible speed. Wait, what if it gets colder later? What if I have a surprise meeting? Is this formal enough? Or is it too formal? It's just this instant flood of possibilities, and hey, if this sounds familiar, you are definitely in good company.
This right here, this is the prediction engine at work. It's the mind's powerful, almost desperate attempt to stay one step ahead of life, to control the uncontrollable by trying to forecast every potential future. The thinking is, if I can predict it, I can handle it. The problem, of course, is that life rarely sticks to the script.
So, after all those mental gymnastics, a decision is finally made. The blue shirt is chosen. Phew. But don't get too comfortable, because the mind is really just getting started. The very moment that choice is made, the second guessing begins. Was that the right move? I probably should have gone with the other option. It's like this instant buyer's remorse, but for a decision you made literally seconds ago. And this is what we call the decision dilemma. It's not really about being indecisive. It's about being totally overwhelmed by the sheer number of possibilities your own mind creates. Every option has pros and cons, and your brain is absolutely determined to analyze every single one.
So the morning was basically a mental marathon before you even left the house. Now, let's fast forward and see how this all plays out in the middle of the day. It's time for decoding midday interactions.
Okay, picture this. You're at your desk, you've just sent this really carefully crafted, thoughtful email to a colleague. A few minutes later, the reply hits your inbox. It's just one word, followed by a period. Okay.
All right, let's break this down for a second. The reality, the actual data on the screen is one word. Okay. But in the world of the overthinking mind, that single word triggers a complete storm. Are they mad at me? Did I say something wrong? The tone is definitely off. This is a problem, and I need to solve it right now.
Now, this isn't just an overreaction. This is the mind acting as a detailed detective, zooming in on tiny, ambiguous clues, a short reply, a punctuation mark, to try and find some kind of hidden meaning. It's really a desperate search for clarity in a world that is, let's face it, often pretty uncertain.
So, that one-word email has been buzzing in the back of your mind all afternoon. And now, as the day finally winds down, it's time for the mind's final act, the evening replay loop.
You're home. You're trying to relax. The workday is officially over. But your mind? Oh no. Your mind is still clocked in, sitting right back at that desk, just staring at that one-word email.
And then, the loop begins. Step 1, replay the email in your head. Step 2, find a new, potential flaw in how you phrased your original message. Step 3, feel that jolt of anxiety or regret. And Step 4, go right back to Step 1. It feels like you're problem-solving, but really, you're just spinning your wheels in the past.
You know, there's a word for this in psychology: rumination. It's when your mind gets stuck on a past event not to learn from it, but because it's trying to solve it long after the moment has passed and there's absolutely nothing left to solve.
So we've seen a day just packed with predictions, doubt, and these endless mental replays. What is the common thread here? What's the engine driving all of this? Well, it all comes down to one really powerful, fundamental human driver: the need for control.
So what is the one single thing that connects the prediction engine, the decision dilemma, and that evening replay loop? What is the fuel for this entire mental process?
It's this, a deep, profound, and let's be honest, a fundamentally human discomfort with uncertainty.
Let's break that down a bit. Our minds do this to feel prepared for the future, to try and make sense of confusing social signals, to create the powerful illusion of control. But really, at its core, we're just trying to avoid that deeply uncomfortable feeling of simply not knowing. And here's the real twist. The more we think, the more uncertainty we actually tend to create for ourselves.
So, the next time you catch yourself stuck in one of these loops, try to remember this. It is not a flaw, it is not a weakness. It's your brain's ancient survival software trying its absolute best to protect you. It's a powerful tool that, in our modern world, has kind of gone into overdrive.
And that really leaves us with one final question. Now that you can actually see these patterns in action, the prediction engine, the detail detective, the replay loop, is it even possible to go back to not seeing them? And maybe, just maybe, the more important question is, what will you do with this new awareness?